are you going to fucking use this as an opportunity to... My friend sent me a message on Messenger. I'm gonna have to see what he's talking about in a second. I wonder. But like, yeah, it's like I put that forward as a way of saying like, hey, it may not be the most charismatic, but you can at least, you know, offer up something in the promotion department. You can say like, hey, you know, some is that, because it always makes me smile whenever, you know, me and him talk. So legit, if there's ever a reason to believe that like past lives are a thing, and like you just know somebody from, or you feel so comfortable with somebody that you feel like you must have known them forever, you know, it's that kind of friendship. So that those iron boots were just a waste of money. Let's buy 3 more of those. Whoops, you have to push A, that's right. Look at that, we're about 15,000 gold. That's like insane. But like, if you hear that in the background, that's him sending me messages. He was telling me about the Scientology album that he was listening to, and it just made me smile. But like, you know, I said that to Duo Buster, Caleb, from those playthroughs. It's like, you know, you're not very witty or charismatic, and even if you're delivering game dialogue that's just like dry game dialogue, like or like talking about the game, you're not saying anything interesting about the game. You're just saying things that are not very interesting. Everyone's praying at the church. Good to know. Why did I come here? To rest, right? Is that about it? Oh, I should check to see if there's a food store here, but it doesn't look like there is. Let's check this. Let's check right here. No, they don't have a food store. They just have, by the looks of it, armory and an inn and a supplies shop and a church, but that's about it. That's interesting that they advertise them having a church, because the church doesn't really do anything as far as I know. But hang on, let's go ahead and make a save out here when we're at full health. Alright, cool. But, you know, instead he took it as, oh, well, them, and like his response was something around the lines of like, oh, well, you can't change some things overnight. I'm just gonna step down. I had lots of fun. I hope you guys do. It's like, I didn't tell you to leave. You made the conscious decision to leave. What I wanted was some commitment to be shown from you, or some sort of passion or something. And but it's like, oh, well, how can I get our names out there? How can I promote the channel? And he didn't do that. He completely went the other direction with it, like, oh, well, I'm not good enough. And it's like, I'm not saying you aren't good enough, but I'm saying that if you can't help me in one way, then help me in another. And he didn't do anything with that. God damn, man, this encounter rate is like obnoxious. I don't think the soul fight is too annoying, so. Dang, how much defense does Clarth have? They only took 10 damage from him. Still finishing up my morning coffee. Here we go. I'd rather conserve as much HP and TP on our way to the boss fight as possible. But yeah, that's why those guys aren't here right now. Usually we'd be doing the triple person commentary, and it's like, and this is fucked up to say, but some people got it. Like, some people have that it factor of I can be entertaining, or I can at least be a part of a duo or a trio. And me and Miguel, or you know, Wabafet or whatever he was called on here, we have that. Like, he and I can like back and forth with each other like all day, every day, because we bring that out of each other. But Caleb, he doesn't have that it factor in terms of that. But that doesn't mean that he can't be useful. He could like promote, but he chose not to do that. So you are the ones who sealed the rift, aren't you? Yes. In return, I'd like a contract with you. I will grant you a contract, but there's something you should be aware of. Oh, what's that? Even if we make a contract, it will be void soon enough. I'm afraid I don't follow. Magic is being consumed faster than it can be replenished lately. Soon, the magical spirits and their powers will vanish from this world forever. But why? If you visit the Tree of Life on the southern tip of the continent, then you may be able to save magic before it's too late. Take this, the element orb. It will allow you to speak with the spirit of life. I understand, and I will do my best. But there's one more thing. Have you seen a young woman wandering around the mountains? You're the first people to reach the summit of the mountains in months. I see. Well, I will grant you a contract. Spirits of magic, I beseech you, grant me the power of air. My name is Clarth. So pretty much, he's the Sheena of the group. He makes pacts with summon spirits. However, even Sheena's more useful than him because she can actually fight without having to summon summon spirits. Clarth gained the ability to summon the sylphs. Alright, sweet. Now he can actually do shit in combat for once. This could make an off-color joke. He can actually do shit unlike Caleb, but I'm not gonna be that way. But I will say is it was, I'm not gonna say it was an eye-opener, like, oh my god, it really showed me what kind of person. It's like some people fold too easily under pressure, or they take things too serious, or they're too defensive. As someone who has been a defensive person and can be defensive at times, I know what that's like. But at what point do you say, like, okay, I'm going to grow from this experience, or I'm going to go a different direction with it, instead of saying like, oh, you hurt my feelings, or my pride is wounded, I can't do this anymore. And it's like, no, man, I didn't tell you to leave. I expected you to instead come at me with something better. What the? You did it. The wind has returned to normal. Yes. And what of my daughter? Sadly, the souls have seen no sign of your daughter. I see. Oh, where could she be? Arch. Please don't worry. We'll keep an eye out for her, okay? Thank you, young lady. Enough. Let's head for the Tree of Life. It's south of Belladum. So a lot of this is conjecture, because obviously Tales of Symphonia wasn't even a sperm in the mental sac of this company, so. But where we know where the site of Carlon was in Tales of Symphonia, we can kind of guess, like, where, you know, Belladum Village / Totus Village is in regards to the TOS world. And it's like, if we stop to think, on Tethe Ala, it was like by the Gawarakia forest, and on Silveron it was by Haima village. So that was 4,000 years ago in this game's timeline. Any food here? I don't think there's food, right? I'll have to buy some whenever. I should have stopped by Euclid, but whatever. So judging by how this is like a forest, like maybe this is closer to what it was in Teseala's side. But again, you know, it's like a soft. This is a soft sequel of that game. It's not like, aside from seeing that there's a Fujibayashi. Oh, look at you, 2 experience. Aside from there being, you know, a Fujibayashi relative, who is a relative of Shino 4,000 years in the future. Hey, this stuff wasn't here before. Pretty sweet. Should've. Don't you waste your mana. How much does that cost you to summon, buddy? Oh, is it only 5? That's not bad at all. But you see, that's